We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Mets and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs have rattled off 16 straight wins. Will they make it 17? Find out next. Jon Lester, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Amed Rosario. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Amed.
Here's the first pitch to him. Ball one. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Schwarber has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them.
He's got great power. I love watching a guy can take the ball to the opposite field or go to dead center field, and that's exactly who he is. BP is impressive, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him launch one in this one.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Lester has pitched his way to over 2,600 innings of work at the big league level and hangs an ERA just a little over 3.5. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside quarter, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
So here's Jeff McNeil, and as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit down the line at first, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Lester's 2-0 home. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Marcus Stroman gets the ball for Here's the pitch. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Throw gets him, 2 down. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He comes into this one among the leaders in slugging percentage. How about top 5 in the National League? I love watching him when he comes up to the plate. There's an electricity about him. He's got power and he's got that swagger that you just can't miss.
Good on the ground to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing in the Cubby first. On to the second now from Wrigley with no score. So here's Pete Alonso. First at bat for him here, and he enters play 7th in the National League in round trippers.
This guy's just what you're looking for if you're looking for one of your corner spots to have some power. Not only glove work on one of the corner positions, but lots of thunder in that bat.
Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. Left side of the infield into the shift. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. As Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. Ramos is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The third baseman.
J.D. Davis, the next to bat. He was hitless in the shutout last night. Here's the first pitch to him. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. And Hayward will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Striding in for his first at-bat, Anthony Rizzo. And he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now.
Anthony Rizzo.
Now here's the pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in trying to put together a complete ball game as they've lost their last 2.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. Solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. Number 26 for him on the season, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
At the plate, Wilson Contreras. Power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Base is empty here with nobody out. Drilled on the ground to short. Rosario's got it cleanly. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And I want to shine the light on Yoenis Cespedes, outfielder right here. The ability to play multiple positions in the outfield, both corners, and can dabble in center field as well. And newsflash, people, do not run on this guy. He has one of the best arms in the business.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Now here's the pitch. Fly ball to straightaway left. After it is Cespedes. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He comes into this one 6th in the National League in home runs.
We don't see this much very often in baseball anymore. A center fielder with some thump in his bat. This guy can hit and also play the outfield.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. Stroman, also known as Stro-Show at times. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground to second. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Head-to-head history with Marcus Stroman. He's totaled 4 hits in 17 at-bats. First pitch on its way.
Oh, that's off the plate.
The 1-0.
Yep, that ball went out.
Happ is off of first with 2 away. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
Fouled off.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And it's fouled away. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Cespedes going back and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. The runner from first crosses the plate. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. At the plate now, John Lester as he rips it on the ground to second. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to the opposing pitcher.
Listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up base hits, but you doubly hate to give up base hits to the opposing pitcher.
Javier Baez is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Man, a pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch was
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The Cubs lead this one 3-0. With Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Michael Conforto digs into the left side of the batter's box to start things out. Here comes the first pitch.
like that pitch there. Lefty on lefty matchup. Curveball away to a lefty. Smart pitch.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Conforto behind a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. And he struck him out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Behind 0-2 now. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Standing in now, Marcus Stroman, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And there's strike 2 as the fastball's fouled off to the right. 0-2. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes.
1 ball.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
It looked like he was a little over aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Down in order go the Mets. Still down 3-0.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the 3rd inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. Entering the day, they are arguably the most dangerous group of hitters in baseball, as they rank 1st in the majors in both home runs and slugging percentage. Now, obviously, the home runs are a big part of the slugging percentage, but as one of the coaches told me, we've got guys in the lineup with dynamic skill sets. We've got plenty of power, but we've also got guys that will use the whole field and that can turn on the jets when they shoot one into the gap. Safe to say, this is a tough lineup to hold down, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now here's the pitch. Jason Hayward is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Into the corner and slicing foul. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here it comes. Another one sent foul. Now here's the pitch. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Long run for the center fielder, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. The relay, and it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
To me, that was just way too big of a risk. If you're leading off an inning and you've already got two bases easily, pull up and pat yourself on the back. You're already into scoring position, but now they've got nothing to show for the leadoff extra base hit.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first two pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. Two tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside. See if the fish are still biting.
Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle, and at least...
And meanwhile now, here's a drive out to right center. And this ball is going to clear the wall. It's a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, number 22 on the year, and the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead.
Wow, another long ball in the early going of this one. The second one he's allowed in just 2 2/3 innings. Might want to warm up those showers. He might be heading that way real soon if he can't keep the ball in the yard.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. One and 1 to Schwarber. That's lifted the other way out to left. Cespedes will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. We played 3 full. It's the Cubs 5 and the Mets nothing. Stepping into the box, Ahmed Rosario. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lester ready, the 1-0. late that time for a strike.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
So we got him swinging. Ahmed Rosario is retired to kick off the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First offering on its way.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Hit out towards second. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. One 0 count. Here it is. And he looks at a changeup in there. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. First pitch on its way. Pete Alonso is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. A swing and a ground ball to third, but this will get foul for strike 2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he fouls this one off. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Well, this is just one of those grinder at-bats right here. He worked the count even to 2-2.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Mets strand 1. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo home run here off the bat of Ian Happ. Number 21 for him on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the 3rd homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. high in the air out to center field. Conforto has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Now batter.
Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher, and clearly he was off his game this evening.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs. That's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Liner toward right center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
Hey, we came into this one wondering how he was going to throw on the mound. That all goes out the window. He just mixed in his second knock of the game. He's going to be smiling for a while on this.
And that brings up Javi Baez. Hit hard down the line. Porcello has tossed over 30 innings so far this season, and he's worked to exactly a 1.30 whip over those innings, so he's right around the major league average in that regard. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Giving chase is Nimmo. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. So coming to the plate, Jason Hayward. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. 6 runs, 9 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. We're through 4, and this is now a 6-0 ball game. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. All set for the start of the inning, and next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And a nice changeup that time from Lester to start things out. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Lester's 2-0 home. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Stepping in now, J.D. Davis. Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. This one's into the bleachers and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 6th home run on the season for him, and they're on the board at 6-1. At the plate, Michael Conforto. As Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike 1.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
And he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
this pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
This one's flared out toward left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Grounded down the third baseline. Bryant is up with it. Kipnis on to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Here's Chris Bryant now. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Conforto will range to his left and put it away. 2 down. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. Porcello gets the sign. First pitch on the way. Pitch on the way. Goodness. 0-2 now.
0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. Fouled away. 2 out with the man at first. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. Popped up. Davis in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Ramos has got it, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1. They lead it 6-1. Robinson Cano will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the sixth.
Number 24, Robinson Cano.
Fouled off. Cano is in Don't You Know, a part of his New York nickname days. This is the first year of his new 4-year contract. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
To the plate now, Ahmed Rosario. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. No hits to this point. And it's quickly 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
So now to the plate, Brandon Nimmo. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A bouncer up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So he's aboard here on the 2-out single, but overall this is one of the weaker offensive ball clubs around, at least in terms of team batting average. And as you see there, they find themselves 2 from the bottom, 13th place in the National League. At the plate now, Jeff McNeil. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. Schwarber is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Mets leave 1. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Justin Wilson enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 38, Justin Wilson.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go as the switch-hitting outfielder, Ian Happ.
That last AB when he hit the home run, that was a decent changeup. It was down in the zone, but one of the problems when you have a good changeup like this pitcher does, hitters go up there and they kind of look for that changeup. So he's going to have to locate it a little bit better in this upcoming at bat.
Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? And bye-bye, that one's gone into the bleachers. So a solo shot here to left center field, his second home run of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game. plate, Jason Kipnis. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Jason Kipnis.
From the stretch. Swing and a drive to right center. Hey, that ball's going to be way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. It's a solo homer here for Jason Kipnis. 6th home run on the season for him, as this is now a 7-run ball game. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Yeah, Matty V, how about this, B-Row? If you come to watch offense, you pick the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
John Lester is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Late swing there at the breaking ball. Must have been looking for something else. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. Bases are empty here, nobody out. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Here's Javier Baez as he grounds one briskly to short. Rosario brings it in. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. 2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Heyward. First pitch of the at-bat.
Oh, that's out.
2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike.
Got a ball, 1 strike.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Counts even to Heyward. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. 7th inning ready to roll, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Pete Alonso.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fastball called for strike 2.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
This guy's throwing a gem so far. Biggest key, 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Ground ball left side. There's Baez. And there's out number 2. Into the box now, J.D. Davis. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Yeah, and that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
No balls and a strike to count. Now Lester's 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
The next 0-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Mets go down 1-2-3. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Brad Brock comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Chris Bryant. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Towards second. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
First offering on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A runner at first with no outs here. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Brock has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, Matt. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A runner on first with 2 away. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
And it's fouled away. And a pitch takes off inside and gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. The 2-2 will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
This is on the ground over to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw to the plate. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 9 and the Mets 1. Striding in, Michael Conforto. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that one hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps that they can do something productive.
Yoenis Cespedes is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Stays alive, still 0-2. Lester's 2-0 home. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Jed Lowry will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 4, Jed Lowry.
A cold strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They trail big. It's 9-1. Paul Sewald enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 51, Paul Sewald.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and standing in the outfielder, Ian Happ.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And this will be put away easily for the out.
Up next to the Cubs.
So 1 gone here in the Chicago 8th. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. And that's taken high and outside for ball 1.
Count 1-0.
That evens it up 1-1. Sewald has over 40 innings on his line so far, and through those innings he's posted a whip a little under 1.5. Certainly something he'd like to improve on. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Waiting on it is Nimmo. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jon Lester. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Conforto is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Digging in to try it again, Ahmed Rosario starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Digging in, Brandon Nimmo. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Now the first pitch here from Lester. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top notch. This guy's a horse.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
They haven't had much luck so far tonight, so they'll definitely take that extra base hit. It only takes one, so maybe they can string together a few and get back into this thing.
They could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Drilled to the right side, and he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This ball might have caught him in between hops. He looked unsure which way to turn his glove, and the next thing you know, it's by him.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. In there, and he's in control, 0-2 now. A runner moving from third as that's speared on the mound. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that. Going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
9-1 is the way this one ends. Chicago seal up their 30th win at home on the season. Jon Lester earns win number 7 on the season, racking up 14 Ks in doing so. Marcus Stroman permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
His record is now 7-5. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 13 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Looking first at the NL Central, the Cubbies tallied 5 home runs overall as they manhandled the Mets 9-1. Their win streak continues now at 17 straight. The Twins finished off a 2-game sweep as they stomped the Brewers 12-1. Michael Feliz grabbed his 4th victory out of the pen, helping the Pirates take care of the Yankees 2-1. The Cardinals got 11 hits overall as they secured the win in extras against the Rockies 6-4. The San Diego Padres racked up 11 hits as a team as they ran over the Reds 8-2. Ryan Zimmerman had an outstanding day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, helping lead the Nationals to victory against the Giants 10-7. The Marlins launched 3 home runs as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 16-4. The Dodgers relief pitcher, number 46, got the win, his 6th so far this year, leading the Dodgers over the Diamondbacks 2-1. The Tampa Bay Rays swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 8-4. The Bo Sox combined to allow only 4 hits as they took down the visiting Braves 8-0. The O's sent 3 balls into the in Cleveland 7-6. Spencer Turnbull, number 6 on the year, leading the Tigers to the win over the White Sox 4-2. The Oakland Athletics got 11 hits overall as they defeated the visiting Angels 8-6. Yuli Gurriel was fantastic at the plate, collecting 5 hits as the Astros disposed of the Mariners 10-3. The Texas Rangers hit 3 long balls as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 7-4. That's all for today's show. See you back